So I just shot the whole half of a video that was like 10 minutes long, and I realized that I had lipstick on my teeth and I looked ridiculous, so yeah. Anyway, so that was the TMI tag. Lots of personal information going on there. I'm going to share a little life update and more personal information that's really personal to me and stuff, so yeah. First off, alright, so I have been sick for the first little half, or not half, but the first beginning of the year. Had a really horrible cold, and also I guess technically I was diagnosed with dyspepsia, which I have some information here. So real quick, a little history. Back in 2010, 2011, Troy actually went to Korea for a year. During this time, it was really stressful for me. My cousin was living with me, and that didn't work out very well. And some other things were going on with my family and my neighbors and people I knew, blah, blah, blah. It was very stressful, and Troy was gone, and I was all alone, okay? There we go. At this time, I had began getting stomach pains, and I would technically get them every day. Or at least every other day, or like 4 or 5 times out of the week I would have stomach pains, and they would come on from like really moving around a lot, like picking up stuff and moving up and down a good bit, or walking for too long, or being on my feet too long. It was really awful. Goodness gracious, it was really awful. It also happened when I ate lots of greasy foods or fast foods or like stuff like that. So I went to the doctor, and they thought it was like a muscle thing, because it felt like a muscle thing, and the only thing that really helped was like a little bit of relief and like a really hot bath. So they thought, you know, muscles, blah blah blah, muscle pain, ha ha ha. So they gave me some muscle relaxers or pain medication, and I took that every time my stomach hurt, excuse me. And for a while that really worked, and after about 2 or 3 weeks the pain stopped, okay. And then I went probably a good 6 months, close to a year, without having any stomach pains, and then I noticed that they were coming back. So yeah, for a while it would be okay, and I would just go take a hot bath and everything would be alright. Well, after a while that wasn't really working, and the pains were getting worse. And now at this time I had changed my diet completely, because I've noticed like certain things, you know, hurt my stomach or whatever. So I stopped eating pork, and I stopped eating beef. I didn't go out to eat. I didn't eat fast food. I didn't eat a lot of greasy food. I didn't eat a lot of like fatty or not very healthy things, okay? And that seemed to help a little bit for the most part. So when we got to Japan, they started getting worse. And one night, probably close to the end of, let's see, we got here 2012-ish, probably close to the end of 2012. I had gotten a really bad one, and we ended up going to the UCC, and they gave me what was called a GI cocktail, which is a mixture of antacids and a numbing medication. I can't remember the name of the numbing medication, and that helped a lot. And they suggested I go on a detox and blah blah blah, all that stuff. And then I went to the doctor, and she's like, okay, so we think it's either like this or that or something, and we're gonna do a whole kinds of different tests on you, draw some blood, do an ultrasound, you know, the whole 9 yards. So I did all that. Nothing is wrong with my insides. Insides are okay. No tumors or nasty things or ulcers or anything like that. All my blood work came back really positive. Good cholesterol, glucose is really good. Nothing wrong with my heart rate's good, blood pressure's good, everything's fine. So they think it's either I just get ulcers sometimes, or they think it might be acid reflux disease, and also they think it might be like stress related. So, alright. They give me an antacid medication along with some other stuff. And they're like, alright, take this and see how you feel. Okay, so I started taking the antacid medication. It would make me nauseous. So I had to stop taking that, and I didn't. I just completely stopped taking it. But I kept taking the other medication, which seemed to be okay, you know. And then the pain stopped for a while, and it would happen maybe once or twice a month, which was really good. But once it happened, it was horrible. It was getting to the point where my whole abdomen hurt, and my stomach was killing me, and I felt like it was eating the back of my spine almost, and my back, my whole back, and then our ribs would just hurt, and it was so bad that I couldn't really do anything. And the hot baths and the relaxation and stuff wouldn't help. I would end up taking like 3 or 4 baths a night just to have a relief for like a split moment. So that was going on, okay? After I stopped taking that medication, after this happened, the beginning of the year, in January, no, it was actually about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was like end of January, early February that I actually had one so bad that I couldn't do anything. I was in the bed, curled up into a ball. And even after that, I would have to move because every now, like, I couldn't relax. My whole body just hurt, and my back. I would lay down on my back, and my back would just spasm. And then I would sit up, and then my stomach would just, like, ugh, you know. It would hurt so bad I couldn't really do anything. So we ended up going to the UCC that night. They gave me another GI cocktail, helped talk to me some more, gave me a new medication. So far, that hasn't made me nauseous. I haven't actually been taking it as much as I should be, but man, I'm really bad about that. I'm also taking other medication. I actually haven't had a stomach pain since that night, because I've been really careful about what I eat. But the thing is my diet right now, the only meat I really eat is chicken and fish, and then sometimes turkey. The night the stomach pain happened, I had rotisserie chicken. I've never been upset. My stomach's never really rejected or whatever chicken before, and it was probably one of the worst pains I've ever had in a very long time. So, kind of staying away from chicken right now. Anyway, so the doctor before had suggested I go on a detox, and the doctor at the UCC this time had mentioned a detox. So I'm gonna go on a detox kind of thing. Also some other issues and stuff, and some other things actually, you know, brought this up. And Troy wants to do it with me, and it's not necessarily detox, although it will detox. We're going actually on a juice fast, which means we'll only be consuming fresh vegetable juice and fruit juice for a total of 2 weeks. Now this is because of my stomach stuff mostly, and also other personal choices that Troy wants to do. He just wants to get more healthy and stuff. Depending on how this goes, after the 2 weeks, if nothing happens, if I'm good, like if my body responds well, then I'll probably be doing it for maybe 2 months or 3 months, maybe like for a year or something. I don't know. Just depends on how much I like it and how my body really responds to it. So yeah, we're actually starting that this weekend. So I just want to share some, you know, more personal information. So yeah. And also, I'm probably going to be vlogging my experience with this juice fast. So, yeah. Ta-da! I hope that was not too personal. Yeah. Also, if you have any information about juice fasting or dyspepsia, which they're calling it or whatnot now, yeah. That's it. That's what's going on in my life right now. Hopefully I will be vlogging about the juice fast, which I'm actually extremely excited because I've actually done a whole like fully raw vegetarian vegan diet before, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it greatly. Troy not so much, so had to eat meat again. Well, I didn't have to, but it was hard not to eat meat because I was cooking meat for him. But anyway, that's another story. You know, we don't worry about that right now. Hopefully there wasn't lipstick on my teeth this time. I don't think there was. Anyway, so that's what's going on right now with my life. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day. I will be having a lovely romantic Valentine's Day. And if you don't have a significant other that you're doing Valentine's Day, go treat yourself, you know. Go, you know, eat some chocolate or something, whatnot. And also have a lovely weekend. And I will see you hopefully on Saturday with a first juice fast episode. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will hopefully be alive. I don't know. Anyway, bye.